Hey everybody, it's Dr. Bam here. I wanted to take a second to go over today's information, which is what is the difference between Piaget's egocentric speech and Vygotsky's private speech. So essentially they are both talking about the same concept, and this is the concept of where we see those early childhood children kind of talking situations out to themselves, right? Out loud. So that is the same thing we're looking at, but two different theorists viewed it in two very different ways. So Piaget, and in an earlier assignment or in the earlier mastery, you looked at the word egocentrism, and you found the example of an egocentric child and what their statement might be. And Piaget links his egocentric speech, or his concept of this egocentric speech, back to that concept of egocentrism. And it's the idea that children can only see things from their point of view. And so when they are speaking out the world that they see around them from that egocentric piece. Vygotsky, who's on our social cultural side, right, and sees everything in relation to society and culture, is saying no, what the child is doing is seeking out a more knowledgeable other, or seeking out an other to speak with. And they are speaking essentially to themselves as the other. Not necessarily the more knowledgeable other, they're not trying to learn, but they're trying to confirm or think through the process. And they're using that out loud speech to do that. So they are creating basically an other in themselves. So once again, Piaget sees it because they're egocentric and it comes from their point of view. And Vygotsky sees it as a creating of an other to speak with, and it's a more social cultural point of view. Now, remember, our two theorists are from two very different types of cultures, and we're going to talk about that some more. We've talked about it earlier. Piaget would have was out of a more individualistic European culture, right? And the focus is individual, which would be very egocentric thinking. And Vygotsky comes out of a communist background, a socialist communist background, which would lead him to be more of a collectivist thinker. So I find it very interesting in this topic that when talking about the same concept of young children speaking to themselves, they both took in their theories to bring it to a different way. So I want you to tell me what is the difference between the two after you have watched this video. And then I also want you to think, what do you think it is? Do you follow more to the Piagetian, that it's in the egocentric perspective? Or do you fall more to the Vygotskian and you think that it's more of that person needing the other and them speaking it out and working that problem out in a social, cultural kind of way? So interested to see all y'all's thoughts, and talk to you later.